The key turned in the lock with that satisfying click. The kind that promised solitude after chaos. Emily Thompson had just endured 3 grueling days at the family reunion in Boise, Idaho. Endless chatter, forced smiles, and the subtle digs that always surfaced like weeds in her mother's garden. Now, back in her cozy Seattle apartment, she craved nothing more than silence. Mail scattered across the entryway floor as she nudged the door open. Utility bills, junk flyers, a reminder from her dentist about that cleaning she'd been putting off. Dropping her duffel bag by the sofa, still stuffed with rumpled clothes from the trip, Emily felt the quiet envelop her like a long-lost friend. The reunion had been the usual ordeal, hugs laced with resentment, her mom's overcooked pot roast, and her brother Jake's sarcasm that always hit a nerve. Her sister Laura had paraded endless photos of her kids' elite academy, while Dad beamed, ever the proud patriarch of his perfect offspring. The electric kettle hummed to life as Emily prepared her nightly chamomile tea, a ritual that anchored her after the familial storm. Steam rose from her cherished mug, the one etched with faint Puget Sound waves, a nod to the kayaking trips she kept swearing she'd finally take. Her phone vibrated on the counter, a routine alert from her banking app. Just a glance before bed, she thought. Thumbing the screen, the loading icon swirled. And then, $87.43. Her mug slipped from her grasp, crashing onto the tile in a spray of shards and scalding liquid. Pain shot through her feet, but it barely registered. She blinked, refreshed the app. No change. Yesterday, she'd had $12,567.21. She double-checked it obsessively before caving to Laura's plea for help with the kids' soccer camp fees. Hands trembling, Emily dialed the bank's fraud line. The automated menu dragged on like a bad dream. Press 1 for English, 2 for balances, 3 for disputes. Each beep amplified her racing thoughts. Hacking? A glitch? Identity theft? Finally, a voice. Cascade National Bank. This is Karen speaking. Account number? Emily rattled off the details, her voice cracking like thin ice. Ma'am, I see multiple transfers in the last 48 hours, Karen said, her tone flat and efficient. All from a recognized device at an IP in Boise, your parents' address. The world spun. Recognized device. Parents' house. A memory surged, Jake lingering near her tote during the group photo op, cracking jokes about being the family shutterbug. She'd been distracted, fussing over positions at Mom's insistence. Her phone left unattended on the patio chair. The biggest one was $4,800 to Jake Reynolds, Karen continued. Then $3,100 and $2,900 to Laura Reynolds. The words blurred into white noise. Tea pooled cold on the floor amid the mug's ruins. Betrayal bloomed in her gut, hot and nauseating. Her own blood. They'd robbed her blind. Fists clenched, nails digging into palms, drawing pinpricks of blood that felt miles away. Through the window, Seattle's skyline twinkled obliviously. Professionals heading home to intact lives while hers crumbled. She ended the call abruptly, keys already in hand. The drive to Boise was 500 miles, 8 hours if she pushed it. Merging onto I-90 East, the steering wheel bit into her knuckles. Mile markers blurred past, each one tallying the sacrifices, checks for Laura's emergencies, dipping into savings when Jake was between gigs, canceled weekends, shelved dreams, all to be the dutiful sibling, the reliable daughter. You're a pushover, her ex had warned, after she'd lent him cash for repairs only to see him splurge on concert tickets. People walk all over you. Her phone lit up. Mom, Laura, Dad. She let them ring to voicemail, savoring the silence. Let them stew. Let them taste abandonment. By dawn, Emily slumped in room 112 of the Boise Budget Inn. Its drab walls and musty curtains blending into a haze. Her laptop glared in the dim light, eyes burning from hours of scrutiny. The clock mocked her for 12 a.m. Another buzz, Laura's 15th text. Where are you? Mom's freaking. This is insane. We're family. Emily powered off the phone, a knot in her chest loosening just a fraction. Freedom tasted bitter, but it was hers. The spreadsheet sprawled across her screen. A digital autopsy of betrayal. Green cells for essentials, Dad's blood pressure meds. Niece Sophie's sprained ankle. Yellow for needs, winter utilities. Groceries during Jake's layoffs. Red dominated the rest. So much red. Fingers flew. January 2022. $2,300 for the family cabin's taxes. April 2022. $1,700 bridging Jake's unemployment. July 2022. Her Hawaii savings gutted for Sophie's prep school dues. The total cell pulsed, $24,892.47. Tears stung, not sorrow, but fury. A volcano erupting in her veins. Overtime shifts skipped vacations. Ambitions on hold, while she ATM'd her life away. A Facebook ping yanked her from the numbers. Jake's profile, him grinning beside a sleek new drone. Posted days after she'd covered their electric bill. Caption, gotta indulge sometimes. Bow Rose. Laura's Instagram, a selfie with a Louis Vuitton wallet. Self-care day. Time-stamped hours after Emily paid Sophie's dental bill. Deeper dives revealed Vegas weekends timed with pleas for basics, luxury hauls amid sob stories. Years of deceit. Overlooked in her quest to be the good one. A soft rap at the door jolted her. Heart hammering. She peered through the peephole. Sophie, her 16-year-old niece, huddled alone, looking fragile. Chain rattling. Emily opened it. Sophie. How? I know what Uncle Jake did, the girl rushed out. At the reunion. With your phone. He laughed about it to Mom, saying it was easy 'cause you owe us. The words sliced deep. They said that to you? Sophie nodded, tears streaming. They claim it's fine 'cause you're single. No kids. That keeping it all is selfish. But it's wrong, it's theft. I can't fake it anymore. Emily enveloped her in a hug. Sophie's sobs shaking them both. Flashes of the past, Sophie at 7. Forgotten at dance class while Laura chased pyramid schemes at 10. Missing recitals for Jake's networking parties. Always. Their whims over her needs. This isn't on you, Emily murmured. I'll always have your back. Sophie pulled away. Resolute. There's more. I want to come with you to the cops. An hour later, they faced Detective Ramirez in Boise's fraud division. His keen eyes scanned the spreadsheet, jotting notes. Proof for these. Emily slid over a flash drive, statements, texts, social posts exposing the lies. I saw Uncle Jake snag her phone, Sophie added softly. He bragged about the transfers. Ramirez's face hardened, terms like wire fraud. Elder exploitation, wait. No. Family theft. Unauthorized access hung heavy. Emily's hand shook signing the complaint. They're still family, she whispered. Family doesn't bleed you dry, Ramirez replied kindly. Accountability can heal. The pen's final stroke felt like chain snapping. Her tremors stilled. 2 weeks later. Emily's phone glowed in her Seattle kitchen. They're here, the police. Sunlight dappled the floor as she deleted Mom's voicemails. Emily and Thompson. What have you done? Jake could lose everything. Delete. Your dad's not eating, fix this. Delete. No apologies. Just guilt grenades. At work. Her PR deck blinked on slide 18, client meeting looming. Fingers danced, refining pitches with newfound focus. You seem lighter, colleague Mia noted later, peering over her bifocals. Emily saved the file. Boundaries. Finally. Phone buzzed. Jake. Delete. An HR email. Jake on leave amid probe. Another from Dad. Eviction notice. Help or we lose the house. Her thumb hovered. Old habits dying hard. But she muted it. That evening, groceries in hand, Laura waited in the hall, clutching her knockoff designer bag, the one bought post Emily's loan for Sophie's meds. How could you? Sophie's devastated. Bags crinkled. That money was for her future, not your spa days. Laura jabbed. Think you're superior with your fancy job? We're struggling. Laughter escaped Emily. Cutting. Struggling? You dropped $2,500 at Sephora while crying poor. I deserved no. The word echoed. I deserve better. Door clicked shut, sealing the storm. Twilight bathed her apartment in warmth. Symphony notes filled the air from her neglected playlist. No balance checks before meals. No emergency math. Shoulders relaxed. Sketchpad emerged untouched amid old chaos. Charcoal flowed, capturing an imagined Santorini sunset. The trip scrapped for Laura's custody fees. Laptop pinged, Delta confirmation, flight to Greece. Tears fell. Cleansing, not corrosive. Detective Ramirez's call crackled, DA's charging fraud. Theft. Their lawyer claims gifts. Emily spread texts, repayment vows. Fabricated crises. I've got it all. Sophie's ringtone chimed her fave pop tune. Grandma blames herself if I hadn't told. Her choices. Not yours, Emily said. City lights twinkling outside. Certified mail arrived, lawsuit threats for slander. Her attorney's line rang. Documented truth wins. Hands steady now. The key slid into her new Missoula lock. Boxes loomed, studio, books, art. Realtors' words echoed, Riverview. Undermarket. Mountains loomed intimate. Untamed, unlike Seattle's distant peaks. Laptop open. Draft to boss, remote request. Send. Buzz, approved, your output soared. No more crises siphoning focus. French press unpacked. A splurge once deemed frivolous. First Missoula dawn, no alerts. Just pine-scented breeze. Emails piled, court date for State v. Jake Reynolds. Laura's venom, abandoner. Cousin Lisa's note, your stand inspired me, cut off my leech brother. Sleep like a baby now. News alert, local paper story. Comments divided, boomers decrying disloyalty. Millennials sharing abuse tales. Ramirez commented, more victims emerging, silence feeds this. Weeks blurred, campaigns aced. Boss praising. Regional lead? You're primed. Negotiation bold. Claiming value once forfeited. Balcony wine. Journal open. No to them is yes to me. Boundaries breed bravery. Sophie's text. Scholarship win, full to Montana U. No need for their cash. Sunset blazed. Idaho tales fading. Self-protection isn't cruel, it's survival. Sparking others' light. Keycard swiped the courthouse garage. Gray suit armor. Eyes unyielding. Mirror check, composure. Jake and Laura slunk in. Her thrift store ensemble clashing prior luxury posts. Lawyer Catherine waited, ready. Beyond. Courtroom 4 reeked of polish and tension. They huddled. Attorney frustrated. All rise. Judge Harlan scanned files, tapping evidence stacks. Catherine opened, systematic exploitation over years. Exhibits mounted, drone buys post-dash bills, text demanding cash, no kids? Share. Spreadsheets. Timelines. Jake flushed a drone post. Gift. Catherine. Timed with Emily's transfer? Gallery murmurs, mom alone. Dad absent. Bethy's pleas replayed, family first, don't hoard. Judge's gavel, evidence stands. Verdict, favor plaintiff. $24,892.47 restitution. $500 per month. No contact on finances. Gavel fell. Laura wailed theatrically, Jake stone-faced. Mom approached post-clearing, Emily. Not now. Grief mingled relief as she left. Autumn sun warmed steps. Smoke-scented air. Sophie's text, right choice. Love you. Phone pocketed. Power diminished. Mountains eternal. Witnessing. Time for rewoven ties or none. Peace prevailed. Sun streamed into enlarged Missoula space. Awards flanking guides and paints. Prague photo grinned beside Bridger sketch. Balcony coffee. Hawk soaring. Phone silent, no dread. A year, betrayal fresh yet distant. No app twitches. Gut calm. Video call, Sophie's dorm. Psych book open. Class on family cycles, breaking them takes one voice. Familiar, Emily sipped. Midterms. A psych paper. Thanks for socks, perfect without excess. Pride swelled, small acts over grand drains. Mom called, post-divorce with Gran. Asking about you. No panic. Boundaries okay? Therapy helps, yours showed me. Mom's card unopened, therapy address noted. Stranger's email. Your talk freed me from son's debts, love and release. Envelope. Loan approved, Thompson Boundary Advisors. Tagline. Peace from limits. Journal. Loss led to deserving. Knows yes to self. Therapist. Guilt wasn't yours. Calendar. Dinner with hike pals. Photo buds, chosen kin. Framed Sophie pic, laughter. Bins. Salvaged bond. Truth forged. Sun shaft stretch, mountains remind, perspective earned. Drawer shut. Future open, unscarred by guilt. Ripe with promise.